Let's bring in the great Garrick Jones. I'll save you all time. He played for everybody in the CFL and primarily in the NFL with the Houston Texans, where he's the president of the Texans alumni, Houston chapter. And he's with us today from Houston, it looks like at home. What's going on, Commish?
Man, trying to make it happen.
Okay, Garrick. Hey, you're making all this noise, and I'm intrigued. And we've had you on before to talk about what's going on. You bring an ownership group together looking for pro football ownership, and you've taken the baton even way further down this race. So can you give us an update of what is going on with you and your crew?
Well, right now, we're in the thick of things. We're right in the middle of everything that's going on with the league. Had the opportunity to talk with the consultant company that the Edmonton Eskimos are using, and have a lot of traction with them. So it's really good, man. Now it's just time to galvanize the fans and get them excited about what we're trying to do and try to bring this thing home, man, and land this plane, brother.
Well, so tell me, so you got an ownership group together, and I'm following it, but not as closely. I mean, you're in it. So they're basically taking bids. Is that the case, to be the first private owner ever of the Edmonton Elks football team? And you're in the mix. You've thrown your hat into the ring, I think is the term, or something like that. Is that where you're at?
Yeah, pretty much right now. Right now, we're just kind of going through the preliminary paperwork as far as non-disclosures and all those things like that. But, you know, they're really looking at it. And at this particular point, it's up to us to make the strongest proposal and presentation. So that way we would be able to, you know, possibly take Edmonton to a private, a new world, if you will, in reference to ownership, which is really cool, man, because we get a chance to unveil a lot of what we're doing in that community-based aspect too as well. So I'm excited, man.
Well, assuming the funding's all in place, which you assured me it is the last time we talked, why should they award the franchise to your group?
Because it's about the fans, man. We got to bring the fans back. This isn't just a transactional type of situation. This is a bunch of players that have a vested interest in the team as well as the city. So it's family. And this is personal, man. This is something that, you know, we're looking to really set the precedent in the CFL and do what we need to do. You know, this isn't just a big oil and gas tycoon coming in and this is a trophy for him. Now, this is life for us. So that's why we will stand head and shoulders above any group that they bring to the table.
So where are you at and what's next, Garrick?
So right now, we're just essentially going back and forth with the consulting company, just trying to make that work, you know, getting the information from them. And then once they let us know what they need next, after we get financials and check those out, we'll submit our bid. But we're just putting the presentation together, finalizing a lot of those things. And then from there, we're just in a good spot, man. So right now, it's just really getting with the fans, man, and just bringing them into the mix and just, you know, having that engagement with them beforehand.
I facetiously say that he played for everybody in the CFL. He didn't, but it was the Prairie teams except Sask. It's ironic to me that the guys that I've got to be the closest with since I got out of the CFL were never with the Rough Riders. They were with the other teams. But he played in Winnipeg, he played in Calgary, and then Edmonton 08-09. So that's why when he says it's personal, it's family, that's why. But Garrick also played in Jacksonville, Houston, as I mentioned, Atlanta, Dirty Birds, Kansas City Chiefs. So I know that you've divulged on some of your social media channels who is in your group. But for those that aren't on social media or haven't heard, there's some names in there. What can you say about this gang of Cowboys that you've brought together?
Oh man, these are teammates, man. These are my guys, man. These are guys who stepped up and said they would be willing to be on this journey with me because, you know, a lot of times, a lot of people don't want to be the first person in. So that's like investors. That's like anybody, right? So I pretty much sought after individuals who said, hey, we see it. We want to be a part of it. But Calvin McCarty is a name. Fred Stamps. You got Adam Rita, Damon Allen, Nick Lewis. You got a lot of guys. Dan Comiskey. You know, that's my old line buddy. So we go way back when it comes down to this. But Tad Cornegay and a few other guys, man. And it's guys that are calling on a daily basis that want to be a part of this thing. And we're going to have some surprises when it comes down to a lot of these guys we're going to bring to the table. A lot of guys who hadn't been connected to the city in a long time. We're going to bring them back, and we're going to have a good time with it, reconnecting the fans and re-engaging the fans and just bringing them out, man, because we got to open the upper bowl back up, man. This I don't know anything about that, man, as far as the fans not being there, so we got to get them back.
Well, I almost wonder why everybody, until you, is afraid to say it. Eddie Steele has brushed on it, but not said it to the degree that you have, that what's gone on with that franchise hurts. Really, since 2015, when they won the Grey Cup under Jones, they've been downhill ever since. At least somebody's saying it. You know what I mean? It's like it was this big secret that nobody wanted to talk about, how it's just been allowed to rot and die. And somebody told me last week, if this had been privately owned, it would have folded by now. I guess my question to you is, why? Well, you said it's family, it's this, it's that. But really, Garrick, why do you want to? Because you know it's not going to be easy.
Anything that's easy isn't worth having. You know, you can go back to my resume and check the receipts, man. That's odds mean nothing to me, right? So that's the mentality, that's the culture that we'll bring to the table. You know, I don't want it if it's easy. You know, and again, the guys that I have, you know, and the young ladies that we're bringing to the table, we don't want easy. We want the work. We want discomfort. It's like being in the gym. If you're in there and you're not uncomfortable, you're in the way. I need that machine. I'm here to grow, and we're here to grow the city. The city deserves it. You know, just watching them go through it, and you get a chance to see the fans and their outtake on it is them not showing up, right? They don't believe in that process anymore. They don't believe in what's going on there. So we want to come in and we want to change that, and we want to turn this thing into what it really needs to be. And that's the long and skinny of it. You know, when it comes down to, you know, losing money and those types of things, if you do it the right way, money won't be a problem when it comes down to being in profits with the organization. But then you want to bring other innovations to the table. You want to bring things to the table that the actual fans in the city can get behind, and then at the same time be excited about. So, yeah, I don't want it if it's easy, man. I'm the last person for that.
I know. I know it's too prevalent in sports now because I see it in front of my own eyes, because they're not putting the work in so many places. And I know what it's going to take to bring Edmonton back, and I know that you're the guy to lead that. But, Garrick, we are out of time, but thank you for the update. You know, if there's anything you need, where to find us, right? These tools are at the ready for you. You just let us know.
Man, absolutely. No. Yeah, I will do that, brother. We'll be ready to make history here pretty soon. I promise you that, Doc.
All right, Commish. Good luck. Keep in touch.
Yes, sir.
The great Garrick Jones checking in from Houston. It's a very interesting story to follow. And give him a follow on social media, too, because he's updating us all on there pretty much daily basis.